Hello everyone, this is Mr. Brain Junkie here, and today we're going to be talking about a horror film called The Autopsy of Jane Doe. Be ready for some spoilers ahead. In the investigation of a local crime scene, a sheriff finds a young girl's body buried in the basement. They try to ID her but came up with nothing, so they call her Jane Doe. The odd thing is, all the dead bodies they found in the scene have very obvious wounds, but this one, not even a scratch was found on her. We're introduced to our main characters, the father and son, Tommy and Austin. Their daily job consists of dissecting horrifically disfigured bodies while playing rock and roll musics. I really can't say that I envy their jobs, but they seem to be enjoying it. In fact, Austin even brings his girlfriend down in the morgue to show off, and she wants to see the most gruesome dead body. Talk about having a girlfriend with strong tastes. Their little misbehavior is caught by the father, and guess what? He even encourages her to look at the most disgusting ones. I guess the tree doesn't grow far from the apple. Or was it the other way around? Anyways, the girlfriend notices a bell tied around the foot of the bodies and wonders why. The father explains that it's merely a tradition to verify the body is in fact deceased. Personally though, I think it's for the safety of the morgue workers, because when they hear the bell, they should really get the heck out. The boyfriend was supposed to hang out with the girl tonight, but the sheriff brought the body of the dead girl here, and demands that they figure out her cause of death by morning. So what does the boyfriend do? He chooses to spend time with the dead girl, and tells the live one to come back in a few hours. Good choice indeed. Well, at least the cat disagrees. They start examining the body and finds a bunch of weird stuff. Her wrists and ankles are broken, but shows no signs of outward damage. She's got a really small waist, gray eyes, a missing tooth, and her tongue is cut off. Her lady part seems to be mutilated, and her hair is covered in peat. Oh yeah, and there was also this. They proceed to examine her organs, but this is when weird things starts happening. The radio begins making weird noises, almost like a screaming woman. Then it cuts to this creepy music of children singing. Personally, I would have left the building at this point. But they decide to continue anyways, and found all sorts of damage to her internal organs, and they're confused as to how this can happen without external trauma. They hear some weird noises, and the son goes out of the room. He sees a ghostly figure standing in the corridor on the reflector, but when he turns around, it's not there anymore. Another good sign that they should get the heck out. The father finds a piece of cloth with Roman numerals in her stomach, but they can't make out its meaning. Rain begins pouring down and the radio goes bizarre again, this time almost like it's talking directly to our main characters. Finally, the son gets the hint that they should probably leave, but it was too late. An electric current broke all the lights, and when they get up, they find all the dead bodies missing except for Jane Doe. They try to get out from the back door, but something is preventing the doors from opening. Strange sounds starts coming from the corridor, and they ran into the office, locking themselves in. The father tried to make a phone call to the sheriff, but the signal keeps on getting cut. They both freeze in fear, however, when they hear the sound of a bell ring accompanied by footsteps right outside their door. Whatever that is outside begins shaking the door violently in an attempt to get in. The two tries to block the entrance with some furnitures, and eventually the knocking stops. The father takes a break in the washroom, but is attacked by something unknown. The two runs out and back into the dissection room, locking the door behind. The creature follows them again and tries to break in, and we are confirmed that it is indeed one of the dead bodies that was lying in the morgue. In a state of panic, they try to burn Jane's body to make all this stop, but their efforts are fruitless. It seems like some energy is protecting the body from destruction. Austin peeks outside the door and notices the creature is gone, and the elevator is working again due to the generator. The two rushes into the elevator, but another dead body follows them behind. They try to close the door unsuccessfully, so Tommy takes an axe and swings it outside. The two exits the elevator, and to their horror, they kill the son's girlfriend. The son grieves in pain, but they decide that they must go back and find out exactly how Jane's body is doing all this in order to stop all the madness. They cut open Jane's head and retrieves a sample of her brain matter. Austin is shocked when he looked at it from the microscope since it shows blood flowing, meaning that the girl is in fact alive. They also found the meaning of the symbols on the cloth she swallowed as referring to a page to the Old Testament. The father gets the book, and it clearly points to Jane as being a witch. He theorizes that Jane was tortured because she was a witch, and this is her form of revenge, killing everyone that comes in contact with her body. With this realization, Tommy begs Jane to spare his son and take him instead. All the traumas then begins transferring themselves onto Tommy while Jane's body begins to recover. He collapses on the floor in pain, and Austin is forced to put him out of his misery. All the lights suddenly comes back on and radio returns to normal. Austin goes to the back door and hears the sheriff clearing the tree that was blocking the entrance. He tells Austin to try and open the door, but no matter how hard he tries, it won't budge even a little. Then, something truly horrific happens.
Open up!
I can't!
Open up your heart and let the sun shine in.
Austin backs off in fear, and when he turns around, sees his dead father. He then trips and falls to his death. The sheriff comes the next morning and finds a troubling scene. The father, son, and girlfriend are all dead, but the corpses never moved. Interestingly, Jane's body is also unharmed, like the autopsy never happened. We also hear from the radio that it hasn't rained for 4 days. The sheriff tells his team to move the body to another lab for a better examination. During transportation, we can hear the driver's radio malfunctioning and the same creepy music begins playing again. Personally, I think Tommy and Austin both suffer from an illusion which Jane's body was able to place them under. This explains the ring, the walking corpses, and how the girlfriend was mistakenly killed. Through all these deaths, Jane somehow absorbs their life energy and regenerates herself. Therefore, her body is always unharmed in the end, and she remains alive forever. So what do you guys think about the movie? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my video, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.